welcome Lacey Chabert. Hey, girl. Thank you. And hey. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I have to tell you, Lacey, my entire staff is obsessed with Mean Girls. Like, they... okay. And I had to tell them, don't be storming up there in Lacey's dressing room because they all wanted pictures with you because they love you so much.
They can all take a picture. I would love that.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, you don't know what you asked for.
I'm so happy to be here with you. Can I just say, you are just the best.
Oh, thank you.
You bring such joy. You just have such a light about you. And I'm so happy to be here with you.
I so appreciate that.
Of course.
Girl, we both work with the great Tina Fey from 30 Rock. And I got to tell you, when I worked with Tina Fey, I played Angie Morgan, Tracy Morgan's wife, Angie Jordan. And she's so sweet. I had to throw water in her face. And I could not throw water in Tina's face because she's so nice.
She is so lovely.
So when you work with her, how is she as a boss? Is she as nice as she was? Because when I worked with her.
Exactly as you think, just
Really?
like that. Yes, I mean, she wrote this incredible script. It was so funny and just so fun to bring to life every day. And she was just so kind and such a cheerleader and rooted for all of us. And she was wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely, she is. And Mariah Carey, now she's a huge Mean Girls fan. Okay, everybody loves you in Mean Girls. And she casted you in a Hallmark movie that she directed. Yeah. So when you were with Mariah, now, we fan out on Mariah, but did Mariah fan out on you?
She did. She wore pink on Wednesday. She was, she was such a fan of the movie. And, you know, I just love her so much. And so when I heard she was directing a Christmas movie for Hallmark, I was like, can I be in that one?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's Mariah Carey, you know, the Queen of Christmas. And we had the best time. She was lovely. It was wonderful.
Oh, man, I would have been, like, wanting to karaoke with her. Like, can you sing, Lacey?
Yeah, I do sing. I actually started in theater when I was a kid. I don't sing professionally or anything like that, but I do love singing. Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't sing at all with Mariah?
I did not.
Oh, girl.
There was a couple times where I might, like, hum a little bit, and she would, like, there was, like, a small little riff that came out, and I was like, oh, my gosh, it was beautiful. I mean, her voice is just the best, obviously.
Oh, it is. I mean, you work with so many people, and I know that I remember you. Like, the show that I watched all the time was Party of Five. Party of Five, when you were on there. There's Lacey right there on the stairs. And Party of Five just celebrated its 30th anniversary.
How is that possible?
Girl.
How is that possible? I was 11 to 17 on the show.
11 to 17 on that show. So what was it like, you know, at such a young age, being on a big hit show like that?
It was a unique experience. I mean, I guess a lot of people have, like, you know, yearbooks and things to show all of their awkward phases. I have 144 episodes of live action TV. But I think about who I am now, you know, and now I'm a mother and stuff, so you have a different perspective, of course. But I realize so much of who I am is because of the influence of those wonderful people I had during those very pivotal years of my life. So I feel really grateful. And we grew up together. We had fun.
Absolutely. It had to be like, you know, from 11 to 17, and you were so young on there. They had things that you were just going through as a young woman.
Everything.
Did they write that in the show?
Every first that a woman goes through. And sometimes it would be my character going through it before I had experienced it in real life. Yeah. So it was, but these were these 5 siblings raising each other as their parents had passed away. And it was such an honest and vulnerable show. And a lot of it reflected some of the real life events that were happening, which is, you know, bizarre and wonderful. And it just so many cherished memories for me.
It's so funny, you know, that show, because it was on for such a long time. I remember that. And you had a lot of guest stars on there. And I'm sure you met amazing people from doing that show because it was a big hit show. So was there anybody that made you starstruck? Did you meet anybody?
Oh my gosh, I mean, everyone. Yeah. And it's so many people, but especially during that time. So it was after the premiere of Lost in Space, which was my first movie. Okay. And my mom and I came back to the hotel, and it had been a really fun day because it was a premiere, and I was obsessed with Leonardo DiCaprio at the time. Titanic had just come out. Yeah. I was 14. I was a 14-year-old teenager. And I remember we walked into the lobby and said, oh, hold the door, going to the elevator. And a hand comes out, holds the door, I walk in.
Who was
Leonardo DiCaprio.
It was Leonardo DiCaprio in the elevator?
Yes, and we rode in silence up to the
You
floor.
didn't say anything to him?
No, I didn't say one word. And as soon as the elevator doors closed, again, I was 14, so please don't judge. As soon as the elevator doors closed, I burst into tears.
Did you?
I did. I was just so overwhelmed that like I had been in the same space as him.
So after he walked out, that's when you started crying?
Thank goodness I waited till he walked
Oh
out.
my God.
Yeah.
But I know sometimes you get around people who you were like you love them so much, or you really are fan out on them,
Yeah.
and you cry. When Whoopi Goldberg was doing, Last Comic Standing, or what was it? What was the charity with Billy Crystal? Comic Relief. And I had never met her before, and they said we're gonna introduce you to Whoopi, and I had this whole speech worked out about how I was a fan, and I got up there and I just started crying, going, "I love you so much." So sometimes you just can't help yourself.
So relatable, you just can't help yourself, especially when you have something planned and then everything just goes blank.
Well, so what would you do if you met Leonardo DiCaprio
I would
now?
probably also not say anything.
And you cry. Girl, I have to tell you, you are celebrating an incredible milestone with the Christmas Quest. So you just finished filming that. This will be your 40th Hallmark movie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your 40th.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
What does that mean to you, 40 movies?
Sherri, I mean, you know how this business is. You never know what one turn and the ebb and flow and the journey. I never knew that when I did the first one, which was called Elevator Girl, that I would have the chance and the opportunity to tell 40 of these sweet, heartwarming stories. I love them. This one is so special to me. We had an incredible director and production team and producers, and we got to film entirely in Iceland.
Really?
Yes, Christopher Palaha is my co-star in the movie. He's wonderful. And, when you film abroad, the place where you are becomes a character within itself in the movie. We were filming in ice caves and on the top of a glacier, and it is an adventure. It's a treasure hunt. It's a really special one. And it's Thanksgiving weekend, Sunday night.
So Thanksgiving weekend, but I know, like you said, the movie was shot in Iceland, and so you actually had to hike to set at times to get there. So you, I like this, you hiked one day to set and it didn't go so well. Take a look, y'all.
Hiking to set. Feet up.
So, oh my gosh, so besides it looking like you fell off the side of a mountain, what was it like filming in Iceland?
Besides flying off of a glacier and miraculously not getting hurt, thank you, Lord. It was amazing. It was freezing, I will tell you that much. There were a couple of times where I was like, I'm not built for this. But it was magical. It's a beautiful place. And again, the content of the movie is so fun, and it's just so well done, and it's a treasure hunt. It's unlike any other Christmas movie I've done for Hallmark.
Okay, I like that. I really, because I love Christmas movies, so I can't wait to watch
Thank
this.
you.
This, The Christmas Quest, and I also can't wait to watch you starring in your next Netflix movie called Hot Frosty. Hot Frosty. Okay, now let me tell you something. I've never seen a snowman who looks like this, Lacey. So. I can tell you as an adult what I think the movie is about, but can you explain what the movie is about? Hot Frosty.
Well, I play Kathy, and she's actually grieving the loss of her husband of 2 years ago. And she has this magical scarf, and she decides to put it on this snowman, and he comes to life. Of course, she's like, what the heck? I don't believe it. But it's a funny story. It's so heartwarming, because as he learns to be human, he teaches her that it's okay to take a step forward, and he helps her have the courage to open her heart again. This cast of characters is so phenomenal. Craig Robinson, Joel Trulio, Lauren Holly, Katie Mixon, so many more. It was an honor to go to work every day, and honestly, just to laugh. I love to laugh.
Absolutely.
And we have
Craig Robinson is in this movie with you?
Yes.
How was it working with Craig Robinson with his crazy behind?
He's hilarious and so funny and nice. Everyone was. This felt like going to camp every day.
Lacey, you gonna have me out here in the middle of winter putting a scarf on a daggone snowman.
Hey, Sherri, give it a try. You never know.
I will give it a try. I will film myself hiking up to the snowman, putting a scarf around his neck, and he better come alive, girl.
I expect a full report back.
Thank you. And Lacey, I want to say thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad you came.
I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hot Frosty is streaming on Netflix, and The Christmas Quest premieres on Hallmark December 1st.
We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna